Miranda, and today I'm here to finally react to the trailer for season 3 of Sex Education. I don't know why they waited literally less than 2 weeks before the season's gonna premiere to put a trailer out, because like, we have been starved for content of Sex Education. I think season 2 came out in February of 2020, so it's been a long time, and I'm gonna level with you and be honest, the trailer leaked a couple days ago, and I watched it. I watched it on Twitter. Someone posted like a screen grab of it. So this isn't my first time seeing it, but I do feel like there was a lot going on in the trailer that you could definitely watch it multiple times to catch more and more, and I only watched it like 2 times, I think, originally. So yeah, I wanted to officially watch it now that it's officially actually up on Netflix, and just get excited for season 3 because I'm so looking forward to it. Steve's back, yay! Oh, I like the Netflix colors they did. I didn't notice that. That mustache, though. Man, oh man. Ah, so it's a whole new school year. I gotcha. Which is so weird because I wonder if, like, they're gonna be like... Oh my gosh, I just paused on a very weird time. I wonder if they're gonna be like, because Maeve never mentioned the voicemail, I wonder if he's gonna think she heard it and then was just like, I don't care, you know? Like, I wonder if it's gonna be a whole big miscommunication. Because if so, then boy oh boy when it comes out, is there gonna be heck to reckon with. Like, Maeve better take Isaac to task. I'm so glad Grof's gone. Like, let's be real. He was a terrible teacher. Why is that guy's crotch on fire? That's Ruby, I think. I'm like 99% sure that's Ruby. Oh my gosh. Wow. See, there's him with Ruby again. What the heck? Bye, Isaac. This lady sucks already. My gosh. Okay, he gets rid of the mustache, it looks like, which is good. I'm so sad they look like they're fighting. I wonder how many more seasons realistically they want of this. Because it feels like they can only do like maybe 1 or 2 more. Who's the kid they keep showing that's naked? Like, I feel like I don't know him. But I feel like I should know him. Maeve and Otis! Can we finally get a kiss, guys? Like, it's been so long. And we've been fed on breadcrumbs. I think we deserve a kiss. Do you see what I mean about the trailer though? Like, there's so much like I feel like I didn't even notice that, like, going back I'll probably notice more like watching it or something like that. But it looks so freaking cool. Like, it really looks like going back into like your best friends. Like, I think this is one of my favorite shows, period, just because I don't think I've ever seen a show that deals with like sex in such a positive way, in the cases of like having sex and both not having sex, and how everything's valid as long as it's consensual and it makes you feel good. Like, if you want to have sex, great. If you don't, that's great too. As long as you're being communicative about your relationship and about your body, like, that's perfect. So I like that, like, the whole message of what the show is, it feels like this headmistress is kind of now coming in as like the opposite direction, which you could understand after everything that's happened. Like, oh my gosh, if that actually happened in a school, there would be so many angry parents. But I feel like her whole thing of like this backwards ideology of like kids aren't talking about sex, like we shouldn't be telling them about sex. Like, it's like that whole idea of like, they're gonna do it anyway, you know? So it's like, would you rather they be safe and informed and do it safely, or would you rather they just kind of wing it and figure it out for themselves because no one wants to act like they know what it is, and like, if we just don't talk about it, then it won't happen. So I think that juxtaposition will be really interesting, and I think you even saw like that teacher being like, you know, you don't, like, sex is bad, like, you shouldn't have sex, but then also the headmistress being like, you and your little peers aren't special. Like, I feel like that is... I feel like that's the gripe many people have with teenagers, right? The world doesn't revolve around you. But remember being a teenager, the world does revolve around you. Your emotions are so high. Like, you're... The only person you can really take care of at that time, too, is yourself, you know? So it's like, so much affects you, and I feel like to just discredit it like this lady seems to be, I'm really hoping what I think would be cool is if Jean could become the headmistress. I think that would be pretty cool. It looked like she was meeting with Amy about something, but I think that was at her house because I don't think that they would invite her back after everything that happened unfairly. But I mean, if this lady is trying to like go in like the opposite direction, I don't think they would have Jean come back. So I do wonder if like this is how they're gonna start up like the sex clinic again in some way, because Maeve reached out and was like, you know, like this is backwards, like it's dangerous what she's teaching them, and someone should stick up. And Otis is like, I'm not getting in anyone's business. I will say Otis. Okay, guys. Otis season 1, loved him. Otis season 2, could not stand the man. Like, I feel like he had one of those cases of like, when it's like the everyday man that like you're just supposed to root for because he's just so awkward. And like, I feel like that worked in season 1, and then I feel like in season 2, he just became such a butthole. Like, it just was like, I don't know, like all these things that were going, and it was like he was acting like he was, I don't know, he was the only one that was having issues, which I guess harkens back to what I was saying about like thinking you have like the world revolves around you. But I guess because we saw him being such an empathetic character in season 1, it felt out of character season 2 for him to just kind of not understand what people were saying or just kind of be rude to them. But yeah, my major hope is, I think like this scene that like if you were like, I can show you this today, I would be like, thank you, is I want to see when or if, I mean, I'm assuming she must, but when Maeve finds out that Isaac deleted the voicemail, because there's obviously some tension between Maeve and Otis. There's tension between Otis and Isaac, and I just am very curious about like what her reaction will be, especially since I've had over a year of fanfics to read the fans' idea of what'll happen, and everyone's in a consensus that she would feel super betrayed, but also like not want anything to do with Isaac because that's another person trying to manipulate her in her life. And I do think like the more you remember about Otis and like the more you read people's interpretations of it, it is kind of just like he's not good for Maeve because he's just like that kind of pessimistic, like he's Maeve kind of like, I don't think Maeve would like delete a voicemail, I don't mean that, but I just mean like his pessimistic view of the world, of how he was like, your mom's gonna go back to drugs because like that's what they always do. Like that's kind of Maeve's outlook on things, and I think she needs to be with someone who's more positive and more looking forward to things, which is why I'm also confused about what Otis is going to be in the season. Like, is he dating Ruby? Because I kind of thought that was like a one and done thing, and then like they were friends definitely, but I didn't think there was going to be like a date. But it seems like they're definitely hooking up, and then it looks like they're maybe holding hands in that one scene. So there's a lot of questions that I have about just everything, and it's definitely going to be one of those ones that's going to be so hard not to binge watch it right away, because like I have work on Friday. Like I can't go, you know, like I can't get up and watch it all day straight. So I feel like it's going to be one that I'm going to just try so hard, because I really like I said, Maeve and Otis, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see how they deal with Eric and Adam, and how Jean fits in her pregnancy. Like there's just so much going on with the entire cast, and I think that's great. Like someone said that trio like super feels like an ensemble cast, and I think they've done a great job in developing that over the past couple seasons, of making it that it's not just Otis and his friends. It's like everyone has their own stories. I didn't even talk about Jackson. I'm so excited for Jackson's story, because he right now has one of my favorite friendships on the show that I'm wondering if it's going to turn into something more. If it doesn't, that's okay too, because I like seeing platonic friendships between boys and girls, but I also think they could be a really, really strong couple if they do get together. So yeah, if you have seen the trailer, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down in the comments. Also make sure this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!